What's up, guys? It's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. Today we are going to talk about how much gold should be coming into the Burning Crusade with. We're going to look at the expenses you're going to have the first month of the Burning Crusade, and we're going to estimate how much gold would you potentially need to be ready for the first month without having to farm when you get into that first month of the Burning Crusade. As always, a sub, a like, and a comment down below would be greatly appreciated. I do also stream on Twitch if you want to check me out there. Come holla. Anyways, the first thing we're going to talk about is pretty obvious. It is, of course, the flying mount. The flying mount costs 100 for the 60% mount, 200 gold for the 280% flying mount slash 100% ground speed mount. I think to note is if you buy it all at the same time, you can actually skip the slow mount, which costs 100 gold, and you can save 100 gold that way. If you do so, the total amount of your flying riding skill plus mount will be 6,000 in total. The normal riding skill costs 800 gold, the epic riding skill costs 5,000 gold, and it's bought on these two places. And the epic mount costs 200 gold. The epic mount is 100% ground speed and 280 in the air, and the ground mount, the slow mount, is 60% in the air and on the ground. The next thing we're going to talk about is, of course, consumes. As we all know, the price of the consumes varies from server to server. If you're on a high pop server, the chances are that consumes are going to be cheaper because more people are farming and thereby making the supply higher and pushing down the price. Whereas on a low pop, for instance, when I was playing on Noggenfogger and I moved to Firemaw, it was a low alliance population, so the prices on consumes were higher because there were less people farming, less bots, and thereby higher consume prices. But in this guide, we're estimating that you should have around 3,000 if you're on a high pop server to 5,000 gold on a low pop server for your consumes the first month. As you can see, some of the consumes I've linked here for casters. You have Brilliant Wizard Oil, which is already being used in Classic, so you can actually pre-stock all these oils for TBC. And for melees, you can pre-stock Elixir of Demon Slaying, which is already available and possible to craft in Classic right now. The next thing is, of course, professions. A smart move here would be to pre-level all the professions you're going to need on your main before TBC launches, because I'm sure the prices will be rising on all the materials to level stuff. Like, for instance, as a warrior, you want to level your blacksmithing for PvP arena and PvE now, so you don't have to spend gold on inflated material prices for leveling blacksmithing from 1 to 300. Another thing you could do is you could go herping and mining, for instance, if that's what you need for your professions, from 300 to 375. And then instead of pre-leveling your professions, you could get all the materials so you have all the stuff you need to level your professions once you hit 70. And this way you can mine and herb, etc. while you're leveling, if you are leveling in the open world. And remember, professions from 1 to 300, the materials is going to rise because less people are going to be farming these materials, since everyone will be in Outlands and nobody will really be doing the 1 to 60 leveling anymore. And if they are, they're most likely boosting, so nobody will really be doing the questing. Boosting is kind of the meta, so. Of course there will be shamans leveling up from 1 to 70, but this is only 1 out of 9 classes, so prepare this and save some gold. My estimate on how much you're going to spend on the skill from 300 to 375 is around 1,000 gold to 3,000 gold if you want to buy it straight off the auction house once you get 70 and you get to leveling your professions. But it's hard to tell. So again, we're estimating 1,000 to 3,000 gold for professions to finish them up and get all that stuff ready for raiding or PvPing if that's what you're into. The last thing is, of course, craftables slash BOE gear. I'm estimating a price of around 3,000 to 5,000 gold here for all your pre-raid biz items, PvP items, etc. A thing to note though is that blacksmithing weapons especially will be super expensive, so I would probably rather estimate around 10k gold for that if you want to buy all the stuff. A thing we need to note here is in the start of any game, just like we saw in Classic, you will have sky high prices, just like we saw on Devil's Hour set for Warriors and Rogues, for the Bloodwine when CG came out, etc. So the first month, these craftables, pre-raid BIS items are going to be super expensive. An example from now is Frozen Runes. These became available just as Nax came out, and as you all know, the prices were super high. As you can see on the European and the United States markets, the prices started around 900 gold and they fell rather quickly, but they kind of stopped around 200 gold, around 10 days in. And the more people that actually farmed and used their rogue alts to go in and sneak and take these Frozen Runes, of course the prices fell and fell. But a thing to remember about Frozen Runes is that only DPSers, melees and casters needed to get Epic Frost Resistance gear. The healers and tanks didn't get it. As for where TBC is different, because everybody will need to level their professions, get these BOE craftables, etc. to get their pre-raid best items for PvP, etc. A great thing you can do here is, again, you can pre-prepare all the stuff, unless you're buying gold on websites and stuff. Not that I'm encouraging you to, but if you don't, I would definitely suggest that you, for instance, as a caster and you're getting the craftable tailoring sets, you want to get some alts with tailoring as well. This will save you tons of gold. I mentioned it in my previous video on what to invest in right now. And this will definitely save you a lot of gold, since you can craft all the materials yourself, or just craft 50% of it and buy the rest. Of course, this guide assumes there will be no gold cap once we transfer over to TBC servers, or however it's gonna be. But in total, we will need around 19,000 gold with the prices I have assumed here in this video. 6,000 gold for the Epic Flying Mount, 5,000 gold for the Consumes, 3,000 gold for the Professions, and around 5,000 gold for the BOE/craftable items you want for your pre-raid BIS. Remember that preparation is king, so the more you prepare, the less gold you'll have to spend once TBC comes out. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, a like, a sub and a comment down below would be greatly appreciated. It really helps my channel growing. I also do stream on Twitch. If you're interested in that, you can come and chill and hang out with me there. And as always, have a damn great day.